Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change the rear brake pads on a 2008 Acura MDX. If you need to learn how to do the front brake pads on the same vehicle, click the link right here and that'll take you to another video that I did showing how to change out the front brake pads on this same vehicle not too long ago. First, you want to start by compressing the piston back inside the caliper, and the easiest way to do that on this vehicle is just grab yourself a screwdriver or some type of pry bar, and you're going to want to just wedge that in between the back of the caliper, in between the pads there, and you can just slowly pry that piston back in. And what you're doing is you're pushing the hydraulic fluid backwards through the system back up into the master cylinder. It's a good idea to take a quick look at that and make sure that you don't overflow the master cylinder. Once you have the piston and the caliper pressed back in, you can undo this lower bolt, and that's a 12mm bolt. And you're going to go ahead and completely remove that one. And then the top bolt, we're just going to loosen, but we do not need to take it completely out. Once you have that loosened, you can lift this caliper up and access the brake pads. This shim was already loose in here. Might have been making some noise, but we're gonna take out the old brake pads, and you want to make note on this one, the brake noisemaker, or this little metal tab that's attached to the back of the brake pad, that's designed to scratch on the rotor and make some noise and let you know that your pads have worn down. And you just want to make sure that the orientation in this one, in this case this was on the inboard pad, on the lower side. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure that we match that up with the new brake pad. Now, the new brake pad does come with the metal noisemaker, but it's not attached, and so we just want to put that on the same side just so that it's the same orientation when that goes back in, and that's going to go on the inboard pad when we put that on. Before I put these new brake pads on, I like to spread a little bit of the brake lube on the back and at the ends where it makes contact with the caliper. That seems to cut down on some of the brake noise, and it doesn't take much, but you just kind of squeeze out a little dab on the back, a little dab or two, and then just kind of run your finger across that lightly, and that'll give a nice little coat. And then also on the other contact points, which the ends of the brake pad here, or the backing plate of the brake pad, where they sit inside these little spring retainers, it's a good idea to add a little bit of that brake grease there. So we'll lift this caliper back up and put this one in, and we can set that down, and we'll put the same synthetic brake grease on the back of the other pad. And just a little dab on each end as well. And we can lift the caliper and press that one in place as well. Okay, with the brake pads in place, we can lower that caliper down and reinstall the bolt down below. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but that is a 12mm head bolt. And we can tighten those. You want to see your manual, or you can look up online the proper torque spec for that, but just make it tight. I've just always gone by feel. And you're done. Thanks again for watching, and good luck.